All right, hey y'all. I didn't start on this video, I don't know how many times, but I just want to get this message out, y'all. Um, I usually don't comment on celebrity things and stuff like that, but I just had to comment on this Shannon Sharpe situation because what it, it exists with men with lesser income. His process, his chaotic cycle he keep going through, a lot of men have that cycle going on. Y'all excuse my background. Well, I'm working from home there, but I'm not online anymore, so I'm free now. But I just had to get this message out because I'm trying to make more videos and put it into my time frame and all that. But y'all are not young chickens anymore. Okay, let's just get that clear first. Um, back in the day, yeah, we could chase thrills and be Jezebels here and there, but we can't be when we get past a certain age. We gotta grow up, and that's the thing with I see with a lot of men. And especially black men. I hate to say it, but it's really prevalent in the African American community, where men tend to not want to grow up. They still want to have that boyish those thrills and stuff. Like they still want to be boyish, they still try to be young. You see it all the time where they don't even change even the way that they dress. It is ridiculous. And I see men praising this man because they don't care. They're cool with going through these chaotic cycles as long as they can chase that high and get on cloud nine. They don't care about somebody using them that they know don't really want them. And then I think a lot of times they be delusional. They convince themselves that these women want them, and it is it's really ridiculous. But they don't. And they see it time after time, but they still chase that thrill. You get what I'm saying? It's like a sickness. They still chase that thrill, and as long as they can get that high, they cool. And then they right back down here. They're depressed. They're wondering why things are not going right for them. They wonder why every time they catch a break or they get their money up, their money go right back down, and they take a even deeper decline. And it's really sad to see because they don't want to grow up. They don't want to grow up. They don't want to do the healing. They don't want to go sit by themselves for a while. A lot of these men, they go sit by themselves for a while. It will really mess with their ego because don't nobody want me. Oh, I got to get back out there. I need some attention. And it's crazy because what I see nowadays is a lot of men really crave attention. Like and I ain't talking about, men deserve attention too. That's why, I do pedicures, manicures, cook, all this. Y'all, any man that I've ever been in a relationship with tell you I'm very attentive, I'm very submissive, but I don't get that to anybody anymore because not just anybody, put it like that, because men tend to take advantage of that, especially when they don't deserve it. When they don't deserve it and they know they're not the right man for you, they will take advantage of that. And so you got to be very careful who you're submissive with, because I do everything you tell me to do as long as you ain't hindering me and trying to lead me over a rail or a cliff or something like that. Hey, I'm gonna do everything you tell me to do. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, and it's got to be equal energy though, and that's what men don't understand. And they be really thinking that these younger women want them. I'm telling you, from when I was younger, we don't want no old. Y'all, they don't want y'all. And I'm not saying that it's not possible. It is possible, but it's rare for somebody that's very young to want an older man. When you're at that age as a woman and you're attractive and you can get guys to do stuff for you and stuff like that, women tend to use it up for a while, and they have a time limit on when they're going to be with you. I'm just being real. They can tell you they love you all they want, they can act a fool, all that, but what you don't know is they don't want you. They want them. They want somebody else. And so they have a time limit with most men that they see that they can use, or they can, take for a ride. And, and then it's like men act like they be so surprised, like, oh my God, you've been through this before. What part of this, that the lessons that you're not learning? And that's a very big issue, is because you're not learning the lessons. You go do these things, and then you don't give your time self to heal. You get sad, depressed a little bit, or you may cry. I don't know what you do, and then you jump right back out there in somebody else's bed and somebody else's pants, and then they do it again to you, and you're like, oh, like it's so ridiculous and so sad to see. And I've been reading the comments and stuff or whatever, and a lot of men are praising him, but because they do that in their lives. and they think they're cool, but they're not realizing what this man just lost. This man have what a lot of us want and what some of us are chasing, and it's generational wealth. And he is just basically giving it to somebody. And what I just learned also from reading this guy post that made a post about the situation, this man have been, his kids have to work 9 to 5s. And he limit his kids on their money. And I ain't saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing or nothing like that. People do it for different reasons. But the fact that you're willing to put yourself at risk like that, and your kids are working 9 to 5s, and you just basically gave away wealth to someone you don't even know. And then for them to take it back to their family. And $23 million was the number, I think it was. Not only people not realize, he not only lost $23 million, he lost 100 more million with that 23, because he lost his contract. That's probably the highest contract he ever had. It ain't no probably, it is. That's more than he made in his NFL career. And the fact that y'all don't see that he gonna continue to lose money, because once they sink their claws in you, and then you done got with the wrong race, and when they get mad, and you think, you gonna come over here and do this and to ours, they gonna take you on down. And I see men like, that podcast gonna save him. Y'all have so many views that he would have to get to even maintain the life that he has on them podcasts. That's what y'all not realize. And then I just learned that podcast is even on a contract with, what's the guy name, Colin, or wherever it is. He better hope he don't get that contract snatched, because I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I say, once they sink their claws in you, it's over with. And it's sad, because you know what? He gonna do it again. He's going to do it again, because it's an addiction, and he's not going to go heal. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. You don't go heal, and you don't go get yourself together. You're going to keep on repeating the same cycles. And a lot of these people, they go their whole life, they never learn a lesson. They never heal. They never get that Jezebel spirit off of them. It's okay to have fun, but you got to have a certain period where you got to have that fun. And after that, you need to wake up. You need to be like, okay, I need to take life more seriously. And that's why a lot of men don't understand. I be seeing a lot of men craving relationships, but they don't want to budge. They don't want to compromise. They still want to be stupid. They still want to sleep around. They still want to use you and abuse you. And now they're mad. What we seeing nowadays is, since women are getting more into, stepping more into their masculine energy, because they are basically forced to do it, because men don't want to compromise and men don't want to grow up. They still want to be boyish, and it's really sad to see. And they would rather go through cycles and be depressed and stressed out all through their lives just so they can have it their way. I don't want to live no life like that. And then that's what y'all be understanding when women be telling y'all, I'd rather be by myself. These women are dead serious. These women went and healed. These women went and healed from what you have done to them. They went and healed. Y'all don't even know which camera, I don't know. But they have went and healed, y'all. And that's what y'all not understanding. These people went and healed. And you mad because they don't want to heal, and they feel like, I'd rather be by myself. And then here you out here talking about you want a good woman, and you got that good woman, and now you mad at that woman because that woman went on about her business. Now you back out there in the streets with the young bucks again. You going through this, you have to go through the same cycle again. It's really ridiculous, y'all. And I say all this to say, bro, y'all need to really go heal. And it's not just men, women, y'all. It's some women out here too that go through these same chaotic cycles. They find a man, and then the man break their heart. They go get in another relationship just as fast, and they ain't even let the other man. The bed ain't even cold yet, and they don't want to put another man in there. Like, y'all can't be doing it. Unless you want a sad, depressing ass life, and then all in different images sharing and shit. Bro, I can't do that. Back in the day, when I ain't know no better or whatever, that was different. But now I know better. I know about energy. I know how they transfer, and I know how you can get with somebody that's not no good for you, bro. And all their problems become yours. You wonder why your money messed up. You wonder why you going through all this stuff, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was dealing with somebody, y'all. Before they came out, I was doing good, but I got back with them because the situation, I thought it was going to make it easier for me because I was going through some stuff. But God was really telling me, like, no, I'm removing you from this situation so you can go over here to this situation. Not so you can go back, way back there. And I made that mistake. And I learned from it. Because in that situation, their problem became my problem. A situation that I thought was going to get better for me, their problem became my problem. Weird stuff started happening around me. Bad stuff started. I'm like, what is going on? Every time I turn around, y'all, something would happen just crazy. I'm like, this stuff was not happening before you. Oh, and then I was like, okay, I need to remove you. And I don't think a lot of people don't see it that way because they're blinded. They're blinded by chasing thrills and stuff like that. And so they don't have time to sit back and think like maybe X, Y, and Z and da 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 and A, B, and C. They don't want to analyze things and they don't want to put things together to make it make sense. And that's a real issue. But it's crazy because like I said, a lot of men are going through that. They don't want to change. They don't want to compromise. That's fine. You're just going to have a sad life, baby. You're going to have a sad life. I'm just being honest. You're going to have a chaotic life. And what you going to do once your body start getting tired? And y'all die before us. Most of y'all die before us. The life expectancy age, women outlive men. So now you in your 40s and your 50s, you near death now, and you still out here playing. You won't even change the way that you dress. You won't change the way that you talk. You still trying to talk to younger women. And the thing with talking with younger women, because I once was a younger woman, is that we have a time limit on older men. Once we get what we want, or whatever it is we trying to do, or whatever we trying to pursue, or get out this situation, we tend to go back to what we really want. And I think a lot of times men fool themselves or lie to themselves, which is really delusional. Like, oh, this woman really want me, yeah, I got me a good one. Just because she's younger than you think you're doing something because you didn't pull a younger woman. But your friend can pull that younger woman. Your granddaddy can pull that younger woman. So you really not getting you really not. It really ain't bragging rights when someone else that can do the same thing that you're doing, the same age as you, can pull that woman too, all because they got the income or they can have a favor they can do for them or they got something that they want. That's not bragging rights, boo. It's not bragging rights. Because as soon as she leave you, she going to go to another older man that can do what she want until she gets to that stage where she either heal or she get everything that she want where she can be comfortable. And that's just being real. And men be acting like they so delusional, they don't be realizing it. Like, y'all got to wake up. Raise your families, raise your kids. Stop going around here creating these different families and stuff. Then you over here trying to take care of the little young buck, and then your child support pulling out your check, and you trying to figure out how to pay their bill because you done went and got you an extra child. Because that's what it is. You done went and got you a child. You over here taking care of this person. Now you mad at your real kids. When your kids gonna be there after that motherfucker going, you mad and you want to wring that neck off. But it's too late now because you're stupid. So in order for you to be happy in life, y'all gotta let go of these thrills. Y'all gotta let go of these Jezebel spirits. We too old for this, yo. We too old for this. Man, Shannon Sharpe is an idiot. I don't care how much these men try to make it seem like his situation okay. That man is an idiot. Do you hear me? To lose all that money and gonna potentially lose more money. All together, when you think about it, that man that lost $123 million already. $123 million already. And his kids are working a 9 to 5. He has basically built generational wealth somewhere else that he'll never see again. Do you see how ridiculous that sounds? When you sit back and really look at it, it's really a sad situation. It's a sad case. Like this man is not winning. If y'all think Shannon Sharpe somewhere smiling, you crazy. That man somewhere stressed out with high blood pressure. And get what? When he feel sad enough, he gonna go get him when he need to be hit, that ego need to be stroked again. He gonna go get him another one. And what I was reading this guy post, and he was basically saying the same thing. But really, what really made it stand out to me was he said black men are stupid when they get their money, because they would take their money. They move so fast, y'all. Once they get their money, they think that they get arrogant, that they think the world is in their hands. That's all you got is that money. You don't have the world. Man, them people, they finna sink their claws in Shannon Sharpe. You done came over here with one of ours and think you gonna take something from one of ours? Oh, we're not finished with you. They're gonna take him on down through there. That's what people not understand. They finna take him on down through there, baby. Do you hear me? But that man said in that post, he said, black men get arrogant. Basically, they get arrogant and stupid when they get money, and they don't really think with the best sense. They be moving so fast. They move so fast. They trying to jump on everything that come. Everything that come, they hit. Everything come their way. Ain't got no. Don't care nothing about themselves, their health, their wealth, or nothing. Nothing. Because that arrogance got them, that ego got them. And once that ego get a hold of the men, it's over with. But another thing he mentioned, he said John Cena. Now, I know some people probably have seen this report where John Cena just made his living girlfriend sign a 75-page contract just to deal with him. Most men that are not black, that are wealthy, think smarter than black men. And I'm not trying to put y'all down, nothing like that. I'm just trying to get y'all to see that y'all need to make a change. Y'all out here representing us. And John Cena made this woman sign a 75-page contract. Men of other races, when they got a lot to lose, they're going to make you sign a contract, an NDA, whatever. Black men, they moving so fast, they hitting everything. Woo, woo, woo. And next thing you know, they lost everything. Because they're arrogant. So then they just sitting there, like, bro, y'all got to do better, man. Like, I know SEX is not that important, where you just out here just losing everything. Bro, I don't even be caring about stuff like that. XEX, I don't even care about that. For real, I don't even remember the last time. I remember the last time. But I'm just saying, like, and then y'all wonder why women, like, y'all cannot get a submissive woman. You can't get a submissive woman that's gonna do what you want to do, that has did the healing. Because you can get submissive women out here, but they can be rotten as a nasty apple. But if they haven't done the healing, these healing women that have done the work and that are submissive is not going to give that to you. You cannot have that type of soft life, because men deserve soft lives too. You're not going to get that soft life unless you compromise and go somewhere in here and stop being nasty all the time. Because men can have the greatest thing at home, from the XEX, the food, everything, and they'll still run out there and go get something else. They probably ain't even really hitting on nothing. And then when you put them out and you leave them out there in the streets with it, they realize they weren't really that good. Yeah, because you were chasing a thrill. Thrills always feel good. I'm serious. Thrills always feel good, because you know that's not what you're supposed to do. The fact that you know you're doing something that you're not supposed to do, that will make it more thrilling. It don't mean that it's really actually good. Then when you get out there and you realize, man, I ain't really compatible with her. Then you get turned off from them. And then the XEX don't even be good no more, because they don't have nothing else to offer. And, you know, I was talking to this guy, y'all. This is why I don't really date, but I was talking to this guy, and he got mad at me. And this just happened last night and today. But he got mad because he was really sexual, and I was, he probably thought I was playing, but I was like, why you doing all that, this, and that? And so he asked me for some pictures. I don't have a problem with sending pictures, but the reason why I ain't sending no picture, y'all, because of the type of pictures he was sending me, and I just felt like, no, you ain't deserve a picture with me even fully clothed, because look at the type of picture you sending, that and let me know what type of person you are and what type of timing you on, and you do this all the time, because you don't even really know me like that. That's a turnoff to someone that has went and did their healing, and someone that don't, that stuff like that don't matter to them. Probably back in the day, when I'm chasing thrills or whatever, and I'm just, hey, let's go, you want to go ride, you want to, what I'm saying, that I probably would have been flattered or something. But once you learn the ways of life, and you get sense, and you do healing, you be out to yourself, because this is what a lot of people need to do. They need to go out to them damn self and do the work. Like, seriously. Go somewhere and do the work. But this guy got mad at me, and I basically told him, like, I don't think it would really work with me and you, because then on top of that, I think the female role would get, the gender roles would get confused with me and you, because you want a lot of attention. Not saying that men don't need attention, because we giving each other attention. They're gonna be an equal transfer. But the fact that you think you got so much going on, and you this and you that, you already putting yourself above me, like, baby, I got the same thing that you got, so you really ain't above me. Then he starts talking about, oh yeah, my baby mama got a fat ass, and then I be mean attractive women all the time. You ain't the only attractive woman, and all this other. And I'm like, that's cool, but what ain't mine at? And then he was like, well, I don't want my baby mama. But do you see what you just did? You basically just answered your own question. You can be attractive all you want, okay? But if your mind not there, ain't nobody gonna want you. He basically answered his own question. And I'm like, see, that's why you not with nobody right now. I choose to be by myself. Yeah, I get offers all the time, like going on dates and stuff like that. And I have men that try to make me be in a relationship and stuff like that. I don't want you. I do not want you, because something wrong with you. You need to go get your mind together. Don't nobody want you. Just like you don't want your baby mama because of her mind, I don't want you because of yours. And to be honest with you, that's who you need to be with. But men are so greedy, and there's so much in their ego. They think they deserve a certain type of woman, when they really deserve that woman that they don't really want. They want to just do certain things with them, and then scoot them to the side, and then want to bring somebody else home to mama. No, that's the type of woman you belong with, sir. What you don't want is actually what you deserve. So y'all need to get in your class, get in your own way class. Stop trying to chase out the women that, you know what I'm saying, that they don't have time for that. You want somebody that's going to sit in the house. I sit in the house. I'm not out here with anybody. Can't nobody say they having me. I don't share my energy with too many people. If I do share my energy with people, wherever, it really be on some business type stuff or some stuff like that, But men, y'all need to grow up. We need y'all to grow. We need y'all to keep, if you wealthy, we need you to keep that wealth in your family, okay? And we need y'all to stop being so, so stupid, because it is really stupid, and it's embarrassing, and it's sad, because a lot of men are trying to smooth it over and make it seem like it's okay, and it's not. It's embarrassing. I see some men on there that they really talking with sense. They're like, man, that's not cool at all. Do you really realize what this man has done? He's launched generational wealth, and he's embarrassing. Then on top of that, he makes some video about his brother. His ego is so big, y'all. He trying to make it like he apologizing to his brother or something like that. Man, please, you just trying to get some sympathy from somebody. You don't give a damn about your brother. You don't. I don't know, the situation is bad, y'all, but I just want to touch on that as well. Well, hopefully that'll lead somebody to healing themselves, and that also lead me to the next thing I'm about to say. I'm gonna leave my description in the box or whatever, where y'all can contact me. I'm an emotional listener. We just go through raw and uncut emotions. You get to express yourself, and it's not like therapy or nothing like that, where somebody sitting there with a book judging you or wherever, and acting like they got all the answers. This is an experience where you can share your experience with me, and I can share a little bit about myself, or however much you want to about myself, and let you know how I got to the point where I've gotten to where I'm healed, and where you can get to the point where you're healing. And then I'm not even gonna say heal, because we all can do a little better where I'm healing. Because maybe want to touch on another thing. Somebody asked me the other day that's going through a healing process. They say, when do it stop? When do it stop? Will I get to where all of these life situations and stuff come towards me? And I told them it don't stop, because it's a different level, different devils. Every time you elevate, there's gonna always be somebody that's trying to bring you back down. But you have to have enough discernment to where you can remove them fast out of your life, and you don't let nobody play with you or your energy. Okay, and that's what we're trying to get you to. So I'm gonna leave my description, and it's for women and everybody. But I just want to leave these messages to men. This message not only for men, but mainly for them. I'm gonna put it like that. But it's also to women too. They got that Jezebel spirit on them. Man, grow. It ain't cute at all. It's not cute going through the same cycles and being depressed and stressed out. It's not. So y'all follow my link that I'm gonna leave in the description below. Hopefully I get to talk to y'all, whether it's on video or phone call or whatever. Book y'all a session so we can help you get to your journey, get to your life purpose. A lot of people don't even know their life purpose or what they're gonna do. They just go to work every day, and that's cool. But it gotta be something else out there for you besides just going to work and being stressed out all the time. So y'all just hit me up on my link. You can DM me the word book, BOOK, or whatever. I'm gonna leave a website where you can book, a session with me, or on my other platforms. If you're on my other platform, you can book a session by DM me through there. So just DM book, let me know that you paid for a session or whatever, and we can talk. For real, because this is my life purpose that God set me on. I've been through a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. And someone told me the other day, well, you need to make a book so you can inspire other women where they can get to where you are. And let them know that it's possible to get out of that cycle. I was talking to a guy friend the other day, and he told me that. And I said, what, you right. So, I've been working on it too. But I'm going to leave the link, y'all. I hope we talk. I hope we have a session. I hope we get this healing going. And I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And y'all stay away from Jezebel spirits, them low vibrational spirits. Y'all keep going forward. And y'all have a great day.